Mish, a pivotal figure in the narrative, began her extraordinary journey not as a hero, but as a desperate child. Alongside her older sister, Satia, she sought refuge at the citadel of the destined dawn. While Satia's pleas were largely ignored by the sun god Atraxas, Mish's simple offering of a golden feather captured his divine attention, sparking a profound sense of purpose within her that would shape her destiny. This initial act of divine favor set her on a path of light and devotion, a path she believed in with unwavering faith. However, the passage of time brought a cruel twist. Decades later, Mish found herself a creature of the night, a vampire, stripped of the vibrant sun magic she once commanded. Her power, once a source of comfort and strength, now inflicted painful burns, a constant reminder of her altered state. Her current predicament stemmed from a desperate act of vengeance, the murder of Malik, a prince of the House of Shadow, who was responsible for her turning, and the subsequent severance of her connection to Atraxas. Her past caught up to her when she was captured by Malik's sister, Princess Agret, a cold and calculating noble of the House of Shadow. Agret, seeking to curry favor with her father, King Raoul, presented Mish as a spy from the House of Night, intending her immediate execution. Yet, just as Mish faced her seemingly inevitable end, a booming voice pierced the tense silence. It belonged to Asar Voldari, the enigmatic Wraith Warden, King Raoul's illegitimate son. Asar, a figure shrouded in terrifying myth and bearing profound scars, revealed Mish's identity as a dawn drinker, and asserted his need for her unique sun magic for a mission bestowed upon him by Nyaxia, the Dark Mother herself. This mission, to Mish's utter disbelief, was the resurrection of Alaris, the god of death and Nyaxia's deceased husband. Despite the lingering fear and the agony her powers now caused, Mish, clinging to a sliver of hope, demonstrated her ability to wield the sun's flame, securing her precarious survival and binding her fate to Asar's perilous journey into the underworld. Atraxas, the sun god, appeared to Mish in a lucid dream, revealing the true, chilling nature of Asar's divine quest. To resurrect Alaris for a true death, the only means to permanently destroy a god. Atraxas, with cold calculation, tasked Mish with facilitating Alaris's resurrection, only to then kill him herself using a weapon hidden within the descent. This mission, presented as an opportunity for Mish's redemption, was in fact a cruel test of her unwavering loyalty and a desperate maneuver by Atraxas to consolidate his own power within the divine pantheon. Their arduous journey began through the treacherous sanctums of the descent, each testing their limits. In the sanctum of body, they confronted restless, living corpses and a guardian, a flaming bird, bound by Atraxas's magic. Mish, with the unexpected aid of Chandra, a human acolyte resurrected by Asar, channeled the sun's power to draw out the trapped magic within the bird, allowing Asar to retrieve the first relic, a branch of obsidian. This moment, however, brought Mish face to face with a phantom of Aomen, a beloved childhood friend, leading her to believe he was still trapped in the descent. Later, Asar, with a gentle touch of his unique magic, revealed that Eomen's soul had found its true rest, a small act of unexpected compassion that began to break down Mish's carefully constructed emotional defenses. Their passage into the sanctum of breath introduced them to grieving wraiths and predatory soliators. Here, Elias, a shadowborn guard initially accompanying them, revealed his treachery, stabbing Asar and leaving him to fall into the abyss, having recognized Asar's newly manifested heir mark, a symbol of his unexpected ascendancy to the shadowborn throne. Mish, acting on instinct rather than logic, plunged into the depths after Asar, refusing to abandon him to the horrors of the descent. Their shared fall propelled them into the chilling domain of the sanctum of psyche, a realm where memories and desires twisted into deceptive illusions. It was here that Mish was forced to confront her deepest regrets and suppressed truths, including the painful reality of her own turning, and her unwitting role in Satia's demise. Asar, too, was subjected to Psyche's torment, reliving the tragic fate of Ophelia, a former warden of Morthrin and his lost love, whom he had inadvertently damned through a desperate, failed necromantic ritual. This shared vulnerability forged a powerful, undeniable connection between them, culminating in a moment of tender intimacy that defied the grim reality of their surroundings. The relentless journey continued through the deepening layers of the underworld. In the treacherous sanctum of secrets, where suppressed desires and shames manifested as chilling illusions, Mish and Asar found themselves cornered by the vengeful wraith of Malik, Mish's maker. Mish, with a newfound ferocity, embraced her shadowborn magic, wielding it as a powerful weapon against her tormentor. During a brief respite, they found a strange solace in a pocket of Morthrin maintained by Esme, another previous Wraith Warden and Ophelia's tormented ghost. Here, Mish received a much-needed reprieve, a bath in illusory water and comforting food, and a chance to confront her lingering guilt about Seisha. It was also within Esme's domain that Mish truly acknowledged her growing affection for Asar, their shared dance and quiet conversations revealing a bond that transcended the horrors of their journey. In a moment of raw honesty, Asar even shared a glimpse into his own past, revealing his vulnerability and his deep-seated desire to right his wrongs, particularly concerning Ophelia. The approach to the final sanctum, soul, was marked by an eerie silence and a profound sense of impending fate. Through a field of blood-red poppies they reached the threshold, and Asar, in a moment of somber revelation, disclosed that the ultimate relic required for Alaris's resurrection was not an object, but the passage itself, and a sacrifice. His own lineage, as a descendant of Alaris, meant that his life was the necessary offering to complete the ritual. Asar, having already made a deal with Nyaxia to ensure Mish's freedom, stepped into the ritual circle, sacrificing himself to resurrect Alaris and bring Mish her longed-for liberation. As Alaris's form began to coalesce from the ethereal energies of the ritual, Atraxas, the sun god, made his formidable appearance, radiating divine fury. He commanded Mish to fulfill her original task, to kill the newly resurrected Alaris and, in doing so, secure the ultimate victory against Nyaxia and her vampire creations. Holding the golden arrow, a weapon once intended by Alaris to kill Nyaxia, Mish faced the ultimate choice. In a pivotal act of defiance and a heartbreaking betrayal of her former god, Mish turned the arrow not on Alaris, but on Atraxas himself, plunging it into his throat and then his chest. The death of a god shook the very foundations of the world, rearranging histories in both mortal and immortal realms. As Atraxas shattered into countless pieces of light, Mish completed Alaris's resurrection, pouring her remaining life force and the last vestiges of her connection to Asar into the ritual. The world was plunged into an eternal darkness, a testament to the magnitude of her actions. Mish awoke to find herself in the underworld, her body broken and scarred, but her spirit, now truly free, embraced a new purpose. She was greeted by the resurrected King Vincent of the Nightborn, a surprising ally in this new realm. Asar, too, underwent a profound transformation, imbued with Alaris's power but stripped of his memories of Mish's ultimate sacrifice. He remembered only the god's inherent cruelty and Mish's tragic death, fueling a patient, burning desire for vengeance against the pantheon that had wronged them both. With this newfound power and a relentless determination, Asar vowed to find Mish, his one true gift to her being the power he now wielded, a power he believed could bring justice and, perhaps, finally, a semblance of peace to a world forever changed by their intertwined destinies.